Welcome guys to Next Level Toys. We hope you like Matchbox cars because that's what this whole video is going to be. We haven't done this in 6 years. We're going to review all of my old vintage Matchbox cars from the 60s and the 70s. Every one of them. It's an update from one of my very first videos. So we're going to start off with this Matchbox Jeep. I have not opened this since that last video. For those who's kind of new to Matchbox, they originally came in these little matchboxes. That's why they got the name. That's why they did that anyway. Here is this awesome Jeep number 72. I don't know if I actually did this, opened it, but because it don't look familiar to me too well. This has rubber tires. I can't give too much time on these because this is going to be a very long video. Next we have this crane, number 30. We're going to do these boxed cars first, and then we'll get to the singles. This is very pristine. It literally looks brand new. It has 4 axles, and it's got the plastic hook which disappears from a lot of them when you find them today. Then we have this Dozer. This is probably my oldest one that's actually in a box. This is number 18. So I got to be very gentle with this. And it actually still has the green rubber tracks. They always get dry rotted and rot off. These actually still look in pretty good shape. The dude is a metal driver. The casting's all metal. And very heavy. They don't make them like this no more. Then we have the number 6. This is an auto steer pickup truck. This is late 60s, early 70s. This is a jewel bomb. I never did open this in the last video, but I am with this one. Check this out. It has the plastic topper. You're not going to find this too many places at all. It looks factory fresh. Plastic front end, but the rest is metal. It's a Ford. How cool is this? I love it. I wish I had 100,000 more of them. Oh. And then let's not forget the BP gasoline truck. We definitely have that too. As I'm trying to be gentle as possible. This is all metal. Every bit of it, even the white. I mean, it is all metal. 4 axles. That's the only plastic. There's that little shiny silver there. And we got some airplanes. These are from the 70s. And we have a couple of these too. A couple of jets. This one's missing the cockpit. How many of y'all remember the helicopters, Coast Guards? This is the blue version of it. This is the red version. This is the police. That's the Coast Guard. And the blades are down, up, and up, down. Unless someone put that upside down, that could be a possibility. That's how I found it anyway. Here's a super fast van, a Chevy van. Big solid metal casting. 70s, early 70s. 57 Chevy. I think this is the original first color they came out with this car. In a beautiful off purple. Then we got this black Midnight Magic 72. Super fast. My only bike. This is a super fast bike, but it is missing a piece of the handle. Besides that, it is in very nice shape. Here's a Porsche from the 70s, late 70s. Got opening doors. Honest diecast, if you happen to catch this, there you are. There's a Porsche. We know that's his favorite. Here is the cattle truck. I think it did come with cattle at one point, little plastic cattle. Here's the 57 Chevy in the red and silver. We also have this in red black. It's just not as good shape. Here is the boats. This is 1972. Kind of like a hovercraft. In fact, that's what we'll call it. We'll call it the hovercrafts. And then we have the green one too. Super fast. This is the Rescue. I like hearses. This is the Matchbox Ambulance. Looks like a hearse. In very nice shape, besides a little bit of paint issues. Kind of looks like the Ecto one, but definitely is not. Here is a London bus. This is also 70s. All metal and very heavy and very thin. The detail on this is amazing. Got several of these fire trucks. This is the best condition I believe I have of it, so that's why I picked it. Got a couple boats. The police cruisers. They're out looking for fishermen that do not have their fishing license. And we got the speedboat. Engine is missing, but that's the only speedboat I have. So I'm gonna put him over there. Full-size police cruiser from the late 70s. This is probably the newest car you're going to find in this video. The wagon. Got a little metal opening shut sunroof. Quite old. Another ambulance. This is the older ambulance. This is the only one I have, so it's got some makeup painted on it. I will try to see if I might be able to get that off of there. There's a dragster here, a Dodge Dragster, pink. It's the only one I have. And there we are. Very nice. A Rolls Royce. Very old. It was silver, and yet someone did paint it silver again, a different silver. You'll have that. Kids will do whatever. And here is, looks like it'll be another Porsche. Show burner. Got the flames on it, opening doors. Matchbox did that a lot back in the 70s with these fat, wider cars. And this is the only one I have of this. This is Lotus Super 7. In very nice shape. The only thing missing is the windshield. Next we have the 3-axle dump truck. An old Dozer with rubber. just going to try to go through this as fast as I can because we are limited on space on our phone because this is going to be a long video. A very interesting bus that I love. I love buses. Correction, this will probably be the newest one you see. This is a 79 super fast. Little tiny hatchback. And we got a little rescue vehicle here. Got 3 or 4 of these. Surprisingly, that has a plastic bottom. That's definitely a very older one. Matchbox Race Car, a very unusual one from '74. All metal and very wide. Some people was not a big fan of these, but I love them because look how wide it is. And we have another basic sedan here with the opening reverse hood. Still has the trailer hitch. Yeah, they had trailer hitches on these sedans. Not sure how many is going to be pulling a camper, but you never know. Here is that cool Mustang trailer hitch. It's the one that has a little lever that reverses the tires. They actually swerve and move like a real car. Very battered and rough, but that's an old Matchbox car. Gray tires was left of it. And here's another one. These are the definite original Matchboxes. This is an unusual kind of rare looking car. This is a Lamborghini from '69. It's actually in pretty good shape besides the paint. And it does have a crack on the windshield. But a very unusual looking car. Here's a futuristic looking Buildsman pink. I like this because it's definitely something you don't see every day. Definitely not correct scale. This is mid-70s. It's a car hauler. It's got tiny little cars on there that are all plastic. Pretty cool though. Cement mixer. This is late 70s. A very interesting casting. It's small but big. It's definitely different and it's in very nice shape. Not sure if this is a Matchbox, but we're going to put it in here anyway. Rubbermatic. If it is, please let me know because I'm not 100% sure on it. It looks like it could be. One of my unusual Rollomatics Matchbox. It's a tank. You can see the dude in there. All metal. Then we also have the complete Army fleet. Got the military truck and little boat. The only thing is they're missing the rubber off of them. This is a very awesome vehicle. Another military vehicle that would help the Army. Yep, bye Leslie. Just making sure. A very fat Matchbox car. Ford Cottina. Opening doors. This is a very large car. There's another Porsche, but we already seen one. Here is a box truck. Kind of like a cattle truck. And we got the farmer's favorite item. It's that thing. Got a Mini Cooper. I've had this since I was in middle school. Haven't really seen too many besides this one. The red is slightly darker. Same casting. And here's an unusual Matchbox. Little tractor. Here's a commercial truck, all metal. Check that out. Yeah. Pretty good shape considering how old it is. A tiny little yellow Pontiac convertible. And surprisingly, it still has the windshield. It's got a crack in it, but this is magnificent. There's a tiny little Honda trailer in here. Play for horses. And let's not forget this army vehicle. It even has the army men in it. I do believe there's a little tiny gun here that got snipped off, looks like. Besides that, this bad mamma jamma is all here. Matchbox train engine. A very interesting Matchbox 72 Hong Kong. You don't see this too many times. This is the big blue. And then here's another kennel truck. This is green. I got yellow one somewhere in this fantastic set of cars. A green farm truck. A very retro ambulance. I love this. We also have one that's in pretty bad shape, but this one is actually very nice. Got a bunch of these sedans. This is the only one I have that actually still has the plastic luggage on the top. The Safari still has its plastic topper also. They tend to get broken off over the years. A very old cement Matchbox truck. I just love these type of vehicles. It's an orange pickup truck from the 70s. This one is in very nice shape. I had one just like this when I was a kid, and I still do. It's just beat up. Another very old Matchbox. It's a cement truck, if you didn't know. Of the older ones, this is probably my best one. It's shape-wise. A 3-axle dump truck. A little tiny sedan. They all had the trailer hitches. Or at least most of them. Very old fire truck. Over the years, the plastic tends to start warping and popping up. This one has not yet. This is an older Matchbox that actually has rubber tires. They tend to fall off. Luckily, these are still on there. And then here's another little sedan. It has a little doggy inside of it. All metal. A couple of log trucks. They came with wooden logs or plastic logs. Little tiny race car with the driver. This has rubber tires. This is a very old race car from Matchbox. Even the driver, I can't tell. I don't know if that's plastic or metal, but here's the green version of it. Gotta have an ice cream truck. I do have one, but this is the only one I got. Definitely not in the best shape in terms of paint. This is a cool little combo. Mid-70s 2-piece truck. A long green sedan with the opening trunk, of all things. Pretty neat. Only one I've ever seen like that. The police cruiser. There is a rare one that has the blue light. This is the red. Farm truck. Surprisingly, this is all plastic. And we still have the farm animals in that one. It's definitely an older one. Big refrigerator truck, all metal. About same time period as that one with the farm animals, only this one is a solid metal except for the plastic door. Gigantic dump truck. We have 3 of these, and I love every one of them. Greyhound School Bus. I'm a sucker for buses. I try to get every one I can find, different versions. Here's a little cool bus. I have 2 of these. This is all plastic on the top, so I can imagine stepping on it. Got this futuristic blue car. Another dump truck. That was the thing back then, is to have the dump trucks. 4 axles. There's a lot of 4 axles back then. Here's a 4-axle cement truck. They don't make them like this too much because it costs more money, probably. That's just my guess. But you drive this one, and this actually rotates with that. How cool is that? This is from the 60s. Here's a fire truck with the water pumper, all metal. Tow truck with both hooks. Those always end up falling off. The green version of the safari truck. A blue flatbed. A very cool garbage truck. Multiple functioning. That's pretty neat. Another very old Matchbox truck. This is a fire truck, obviously. The inside is completely hollow. That's just how they did it back then. Then we got the old Javelin in the lime green. And we also have it in the regular green, forest green. Got a cool crane. That's where the driver would be at. It's all here except for the plastic hook. The only crane I have. This is a cool super fast from late 70s. A very unusual car. Got a big driver in there. Then we also have the red one. Here's the cleaning services. Pretty cool. This is another older one. It kind of looks like you can put a pencil in there and sharpen it, huh? This is a tiny little trailer you can hook up to one of the little trucks that we have. Also got the blue one. These all have rubber tires on them, so they do seem to fall off. Here's a 2-piece dump truck. Then we also have the red and white one. It's the gasoline truck. Here is another version of a big engine. This one's much more heavier duty. And then we also have a little flatbed for it that you hook onto. And we'll hook on to them later. I would have showed you one of these, but this one actually has the piece on top. I didn't realize that that one that I showed earlier was broken, but this one actually has it. A farm truck. This is the white version. All plastic, except for the bottom. A futuristic car from early 70s, number 69. It has jets for engines. This is all metal. Very nice shape, and you can see the driver. Then we got this cool Volkswagen. I love these little cars. all metal. It has opening doors. It does have a broken rivet that might be fixable. Got the gasoline double-decker bus. This is my favorite bus that I have. Very nice shape. Got a little interesting car here. The plastic cover for the engine. You can imagine how easily and brittle that breaks off. A futuristic Dozer from mid-70s. This one looks brand new. Someone kept these in very nice shape over the years that I've gathered them up. Here is another Dozer, red and yellow. This one actually can remove the cab if you want. How cool is that? There's a Mercedes. Another older car. We have a few of these and every one of them is missing the windshield. Now, I've had this since I was in middle school. A safari truck. And I think this is the same similar truck. In fact, yeah, it definitely is. This one's missing the plastic top, but this one actually has the plastic top. And you can see in there, you can see the top of the yellow holding it in there. Only this one has the rubber tires. This one has the plastic tires. Here is a red Jeep with the plastic cover. Looks like someone just opened that. Wasn't me. Yeah, this is probably the newest one of the cars. Super GT 1985. Then we also have the Rollomatics. A very cool car. Big engine. I love these cars. This has rubber tires. There's another GT, all metal. Looks kind of like the Speed Racer. A blue, red, and yellow truck, all rubber. Please let us know which one your favorite is and all this, or how many of your favorites is, or who it is, what it is. We'd love to hear from you. We hope everyone's having a good new year. Blue and yellow tractor. Again, you got the rubber tires wanting to fall off. Here's a Lamborghini where you can see the engine. Late 70s. Here's a cool multi-functioning dump truck. Even has the little metal tailgate. They put a lot of detail in them back in the 60s. Here's another ambulance. This one is in better shape. It's a different style ambulance. It's closer to the Ecto 1. I love that car, or hopefully we can find it one day. That's the closest I'm going to get. BP tow truck. And then we also have another old sedan, the Diplomat. My papa actually had one of these when he was around back several years ago, in a green version of it. A very large Ford Mustang, 1983. Got the opening hood there. Very large car. Another large car. This is a big orange two-door super fast car. Then we have a Dodge Challenger, yellow and black. This is in very nice shape, mid-late 70s. One of my rarer sedans. This opens the hood and you can see the spare tire, what looks to be the engine, all metal. And it's a Zodiac Ford. Pretty neat. Only one I got. Here is a Mach 1. Another Roll-O-Matics from early mid-70s. I just love these. I love them all. I like to have every single one of them they make. Maybe one of these days we might get them all. This is another super fast from late 70s. You can see the engine there. And the final one, which is one of my favorites, is the Pantera Turismo, or whatever you want to call it. Mid-late 70s. This is a very nice looking supercar. Only one I've ever come across. Please let us know which one your favorite is. Till then, Happy New Year to everybody.